Here. Okay, everyone. We are live, so we're gonna review week 3, which unfortunately I missed. I had lots of things going on. I apologize. And then we'll tackle some of week 4, and we'll go from there. If you haven't read week 3, that's okay. We'll just kind of go over it. Okay. So if you don't know where to go, Jasmine, you can see my screen, right? Where it shows the PDF.
Yes.
Okay, so this is page 106. All right, so under the stream, you can kind of scroll down, see where it says new book, new material book. You click that, and the PDF is right there.
Oh.
If, this is for everyone. If the PDF doesn't want to download properly, don't say open with Google Docs. This one kind of works. There, you can connect more apps, which are like Adobe Acrobat does have a Google Chrome option. You can connect that, and then it should work properly. If not, shoot me a message, and I'll make sure my email is on the screen for everyone, and I'll just send it to you in a doc. It should have come to you when you first got registered for the class, but if it didn't, I'm sorry. We'll get that changed, and I'll send it to you so you can download it and not have to deal with the Google Classroom version. All right, so let's go. Almost. Okay, so we're going to be modifying structure and appearance of text. So there's multiple different ways. We're going to be applying paragraph formatting, just kind of a brief overview. So you can get into the actual menu itself, or you can do it on via the ribbon. The configure alignment, so the justification, which completely makes them even on each side, the center alignment, right alignment, left alignment. We can do the layout tab, so we can change the paragraphs from there, the line spacing, prior spacing, after spacing, and we can add in multiple different things. Remember, there's multiple different ways. There's the shortcut menu, there's the main ribbon, also your drop downs, so your main like windows that can come up. Let's see here. So I will just go through this. Let's see here. What page can we end on? All right, so we'll stop at, it'll be page 87 or 114, and I'll just demo this live for you. 9 paragraphs. Okay. So Jasmine, since you're the person that's currently here right now, can you see the Word document?
Yes, on your end?
On my end, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, guys. So let's just get right into it. In order for us to adjust something, if you already have pre-existing text, you got to highlight it. Use your mouse or your keyboard, use the shift key and then your arrow keys, and then you'll be able to adjust from there. So right here is going to be where it says paragraph. Okay. If you click that little icon, it brings up the whole thing. So you can adjust everything from line and line breaks to indenting and spacing right here. This is the indentation from the left margin, the right margin, so that's making it go in from each side. You can do a special first line or hanging. Hanging means the next additional line after the first one. First one would be normal, and then everyone after that would be adjusted for whatever you're doing here. The spacing itself before, so it's above that line. That adjusts it. You can increase the points or you can decrease it to 0. After would be the following line. So if you have this configured to have before and after, just consider that, add them together, and that's going to be your point value between the actual sections of each paragraph. For the line spacing, always have it on multiple unless you want just one single line, 1.5, double, exact. Okay. Oops. Crap. Fix that. All right. So let's do it from the ribbon. All right. So up here you have your bullet points. This is decrease indentation. This is increase. So if you click increase, look how it moved it over. That's one tab. So if you hit your tab on your keyboard, that's exactly how much it moves over. It's 1/2 inch. So you have to consider one thing with this. Anytime you do a tab or an indentation using this pre-automated feature, this key, it's going to move over 1/2 inch. So what I do it again, boom, do it again, boom, okay? And then I can readjust it, or Control Z and it bumps it back. This is sorting. This is going to be something completely different. We're not going to deal with that right in a second. This just turns on the paragraphs, and the dots in between each word just represents a space. It's up to you if you want that on or not. I generally keep it off. Here is your alignments. You have your left, your center, and your right. So it's already defaulted is left alignment. Center would be a center. Right alignment is here. I don't know if any of you guys write in other languages. I have a couple students that write in Farsi and Arabic, and there's another language, but they actually have, for all of their documents, which we use Google at my district, it has to come from the right over. So it's really interesting on how we have to prepare our documents, and I have to adjust it. Instead of it being from the left over, I have to make sure when they're doing it, it's from the right over. Justified just means that it's even. So if you look at the difference, see how these have the spaces here and here and here. When I click that even line, it cleans it up and it makes them streamline all the way down, kind of like a novel or a textbook. Okay. Here are line spacing. This is the line spacing between each active line. So default is 1. 1.15 just means there's a little bit more space in between each line. 1.5. I'm sorry, it's going back and forth, but it's going to the next page. You can see that it's getting bigger. 2 is even bigger. 3 is even bigger, and then you can do your own line spacing. You can add your line spacing before and after here. Okay, now, as I said, here we can do all the same things. See how it's moving it over all the way for this? And then I can do the same thing with the right. I can move it over. So let's just do 1/2 and 1/2. And then let's add 12 before and 6 after. Let's see how this changes. See how it condensed it and then added spacing and added a gap here? See how it's not directly, if you look exactly like right in here, it's a little bit bigger, not much, but a little bit bigger. And same thing with the bug. This itself right here is for adding borders, and we'll add borders here in a little bit. Okay, so are there questions about this section?
I don't have any question.
Okay.
Mhm.
So remember, there's multiple ways. You can do it via ribbon. You can click this, and it drops it down. The other way, right click and go to paragraph. Okay, and that goes to that. Remember from week before, right click font, goes you to the font menu, then you can do the advanced sections here. And your font section is all right here. Okay. All right, I'm going to undo everything that I just did. All right, we're going to go back to the PDF. Now, borders. So we're going to cover borders, character formatting. Okay. Actually, I covered this already, but we'll just review it. Okay. Fantastic. All right. So we can do borders and shading. So down all the way down here is for the entire page. You can add borders and shading to certain specific things. Just highlight the text and then say add border. Okay. So there's none. Here are the options that are pre-built. You can do box. They don't change at all. Shadow. You can start adding shadowing. Three-dimensional. You can change your colors. And then custom. Okay. Page borders. You can actually get into art too. So if you're doing something fun, let's see here. What's Easter's coming up? Is there an Easter one? There used to be an Easter one. I don't know if there is now. You can also download a whole bunch of them. You guys get the picture for that. Let's just do something fun now. There we go. Balloons. Add that, and then it puts balloons around for birthday event, whatever your choice is. Okay, I'll remove that really quick. Okay, adding artwork. So let's change some of this. We can go to here, text effect. Okay, and I can change this to it being completely different. I can add the shadowing if I wanted to. And then here, let me go into view and I'm going to zoom. I'm going to go 200 and zoom in. And let's see here. I need to zoom in even further. So you see how there's gentle shadowing right there? We can change this, go back to home, go to here, and then we can change it even further. We can add a glow. And so we have the shadowing and the glow, which is pretty cool. And if you wanted to change the coloration of this, you can change the coloration. Remember, if you don't like any of these, you can change it to gradients too. You can do more gradients, and you can actually do a fill, no fill, gradient fill, and do the transparencies. You can make it lighter or darker. Lots of different options for that. More colors. You don't like this, go to custom. If you know your RGB code, go to that. If you have a Hexel code or a hue code, you can type that in. That's for pretty advanced users. However, you can get it online free. Just type in hex codes, red hex codes, and it will bring up all like, I think it's like 22,000 or something like that. And don't feel overwhelmed. It's perfectly fine. I don't know half of them at all. I don't even use hex codes. I just go, oh, that's pretty, and just work on that. Okay. I think that's it for that one. Let's adjust that. Let me adjust my view. One page. Okay. Yeah. Okay. We've covered that before. The hangers. I'm just making sure everything is covered for you guys. I've already covered applying the styles. I did that in day 2. If you don't remember, go ahead and see the video that I posted. It is on my YouTube channel. Click and subscribe. I'm totally kidding. Don't click and subscribe. I don't care. Okay, changing document theme. Here we go. We're gonna change the whole thing here. Let's see here. Where are we at? Themes. Okay, so go to design. Here are all your presets. Everyone should now look like mine, thank goodness. If it doesn't, then we need to talk to your IT department and figure out what's going on. So I like circuit, and we can change our colors. I'm feeling blue too today, and we can change this spacing. We can adjust that. Oh, what's she doing? It doesn't like me today. Well, it should set it as the default, and I don't know why it's not. I'll have to troubleshoot this and figure this one out. Okay. Darn it. We'll come back to that one. I'll figure out what in the world is going on with that, because it shouldn't do that. It should automatically flip over. Just going to directions. Yeah. Why isn't it changing? I don't understand. Huh. Okay. That's something I'll have to troubleshoot. That's interesting. Okay, so if for the themes, if you need to go ahead and skip that, and we'll go back to it once I figure out why it's not doing what I wanted to do. When in doubt, technology fails, right? Okay, so we've done cap locks, create modifiable lists, heading 1, heading 2. Okay. All right. So on, let's see here. For your assignments, it should be at the very end right here. So on the PDF, it's page 146. Go ahead and pick 1 or 2 of those and practice. Only the Word documents, do not do anything else. Okay, and those files are located on Google Classroom, which I will. I'm going to migrate it over here really quick so you can see it. So classwork. See where it says chapter 3 materials. You just open it up. I already put the Excel files. I'm actually going to delete those out of there so people aren't confused and just leave the Word documents. I did start adding chapter 4 today. I will do that after we finish lecture. All right, so let's go to this. Collaboration on documents. All right. So we're going to talk about marking up documents, making comments. This is very, 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 very helpful when you guys are working and kind of just collaborating and doing team building. Okay. So you need to go to your review tab, comments group, new comment. So let's just say this is someone's work. Okay, so I'll go to the home. See this review tab right here? You click that, then you click add comment. But you have to make sure your cursor is wherever you want it. So you can say, go down here, add new comment, and it's going to pop up right here. Start conversation. The price needs to be bolded. Okay, and done. Okay, you click the little arrow and see how it's highlighted. I just did person. You can actually highlight what you're doing, and then it will do it. If you don't, you just have your cursor, it just highlights that one last word, and then it could get confusing. It could not. It's up to you. Okay. You can link the comment to a different document or a different section. So I'm going to delete this thread, and I'll actually put this. I'll hit Control. I'll do that, and I'll hit Control here, and I'll do that. Control allows me to highlight multiple areas and not highlight everything in between. Okay, start conversation. It's going to go to the last one. Dang it. Okay. Hold this. and just need it. So you can copy and paste that every single place. Editing is here, so you can change it if you wanted to, or add another comment. Okay. Now, if you don't like it, delete it. You can have multiple comments. Put it here. New comments. Increase size of heading. I can't even spell increase today. That's lovely. I'm so thrilled. Okay. So previous, next. So if you have multiple, you can use this to navigate them. Does that make sense for everyone? I hope so. Okay. If you don't want, you can show simple markups. You change that. No markups, it hides them. I always say all markups so you can do it. Now, tracking changes. If you share this, you click share, okay? So this is my Mendocino Drive. If you have like someone else's email, you can share it. I would recommend sharing it as a Word document if you're working collaborative. If it's just for like, is it good boss or is it not good boss, you know, share a PDF, okay? And I just sent it to myself on Outlook. I'm gonna cancel this. I want to exit the wizard. Yes, I want to exit the wizard. I know I couldn't send it. Okay. For the sharing exercises on this, don't worry about those. You can just practice like clicking the share and then kind of doing the necessary steps. But don't try to get set up on if you're not already on the OneDrive and for your district. And if you are set up and you want to practice sending it to someone else, make sure that they're in this class so they know that you're practicing versus sending something that possibly confuse the crap out of them. Okay, let's go back here. All right. Okay. This is moving. All right. Most people can track documents. Yes. Okay. So anything that is red strike through, you can, here, I'll show you. This is in the advanced settings. Okay. Yes. Where are you? Crap, I lost it. Changing. Okay. Advanced options. There we go. That's what I needed. Here, let me cancel this so I can go back to here. Move this over. Advanced options. Okay. So underline, you can change it the colors of the authors. Okay. Deletions are going to be strike through. Okay. Outside border would be the change marks. So you would see it on the outside. Track movements. Adding things, moving would be green. Okay, you can change every single one of these if you want. Make it yellow or teal or whatever color. Feel free to. Okay, tracking changes, formatting, color only, bold, italicized. You can change this whatever you want. And it's always by the author. That. Okay, this one's gonna have you do a password. Write it down if you're gonna encrypt something. Okay, and because this is really important. If you end up locking one of these documents, we're gonna have to like delete everything out for this document, completely delete it, and any changes that you've done, you've lost it if you don't write it down. Okay, so make it something simple like Coyote 123 or something like that, so you don't forget it. It will ask you to have a uppercase and at least one letter, and it has to be, I believe, 5 or 6 characters long. Display review, we've already done that. These are the different, if you have multiple comments, okay, and I will have to get your guys' work uploaded for that. Revisions panel, we've already covered that. Okay. Bearing combined documents. I need to upload that for you guys. I can't show you right now for this one. So what this basically is when you have two originals and you combine documents together, it merges them. Kind of like, think of it like a text mail merge, okay? Once you have that, it combines the documents. So let's just say I work on one thing, and then Jasmine, who's here, is working on something else. And then our documents need to be in one final document. So we didn't want to mess each other's copies up. We can actually merge them together and then figure out exactly where everything goes through a table of contents, through the revisions. It's pretty cool. Windows 2016 did start this, but this version, it works a lot. It's less buggy for sure. Okay. So you can manage the documents and then you can input them. Auto recovery is always very, very, very important. This is the restricted, the editing. So you click the little thing that's got the lock on it, and then you type in your password, and then it restricts it so people can see it, but they can't actually edit it. It's helpful for reviews. Okay, that's your password. All right. So let me get your guys's materials uploaded. For these open. Files, materials, Microsoft Word. Okay. Post. Okay, so under the string 2, the files are here. Okay. All you have to do is click it and then download it. Remember, I don't like how Google does it. You have to open it in a doc. Hopefully it doesn't lose any of its formatting. If it does, let me know and I'll send you the hard copy. And then you say download Microsoft Word, and then it downloads it here, and then you can work on it. I'm sorry that we have to do this. Google sucks sometimes. Yeah, so that's that. Let's go back. Let me edit this really quick so we can get rid of the XLS files. XLS, 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 XLS. Okay, so don't freak out. I just removed the documents that you don't need. Okay, and save. All right. Okay. I will post my email too. Okay, so Jasmine, do you have any questions? It's kind of simple for this week.
I don't really have any questions besides the book. We're able to download that, right? For
Yeah.
after these classes end, we still have access to it.
Yeah, you'll still have access to it.
Okay.
So
usually what I
for
do when
everyone, say it again.
When I'm on these classes, I usually work on something that I already have on my Word page, and I kind of mess with it while you're explaining it, so I can like use my form or template like
Good.
as a template.
Good, like super practical application.
Mhm.
It's helpful. That's
Yeah, because then if I have questions about my own like what I'm working on, I can kind of like go back and forth with both the assignment thing.
awesome. Good. Okay, well, I will stop the recording. I will stay on if anyone needs any help or if we have people that hop on, and then I'll post a link to this video after YouTube does its thing, because it has to format and edit and do its thing. And then so week 4, just make sure that you guys pick a few of them and just practice them. I'm not going to go through it and say, if you need help, then I'll help you. If you're good, then you're good. Okay. We're all adults here, so it's up to you to actually practice. Okay. So Jasmine, if you have nothing else, you can hop on off and work if you want. If you need anything, I'll be here for another hour and 10 minutes.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you.
You're very welcome. All right, I'm gonna stop sharing and stop the recording.